symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? The Job Guy's back with you one more time. Nick, well, this is like the Brady Bunch today, dude. Nick's up over there, Ryan over here, and we got two more fellas with us today. They've been with us before in the past. We got Amari Burke down in the corner, and we got Austin Sumowitz over in the other corner. Got all these fellas today, as you probably know by clicking on the little link here. It's NFL draft season. It's WWE draft season. So we're going to have a little bit of a draft ourselves. We are going to have the all-time wrestler draft. So we brought a few friends along with us. It's going to be like a fantasy football draft, fellas, like a snake draft. I will throw everybody's name in a little bowl right here. We will pull them out, decide the draft order, and then we are going for the best possible roster you can get. And at the end, we'll compare all of our rosters to see who has the best. Pretty self-explanatory, guys. Any questions, Ryan, before we get in?
This is across all eras and all organizations, correct? So if I want to draft someone from New Japan or from Impact 2005 or, AAWA or something like that.
The Nature Boy Buddy Rogers. You can take him. You want to take Vern Gagne? You can take him.
Fantastic.
And there we go. And then at the end, like we said, maybe that'll be good because maybe you'll have a roster full of people from all the eras. Maybe you want workers. Girls, you can select girls as well. We are not going to do tag teams, though, for everybody out there because we assume Bret Hart is going to be selected. Well, then what happens if someone takes the Hart Foundation? It's Shawn Michaels. What if somebody wants the Rockers as well? And Nick also has a great point. If you do draft Hulk Hogan, that is Hulk Hogan. That is Sterling Golden. That is Terry the Hulk Boulder. And it is Hollywood Hogan. You get all of them. So there you go. Fellas, here goes Amari's name right here. Sorry you can't see it. It's kind of bright. Here goes Nick's name right here. Going in the thing. There's my name. And here is Austin's name right here. 4 of them. I'll pull them out real quick. I will look over here so I can't see. The number 1 pick in the draft. Well, of course that would happen. You can't see it.
It's you.
It's me. Can you see it?
Oh, man. Rigged.
I'm talking to the commissioner.
Yes, really.
I am the commissioner. No,
I feel like it's collusion. We have collusion going on.
Collusion.
It was like Patrick Ewing. I froze that one when I put it in. You guys are not going to be happy. Nick is number 2. I should have wrote this in like Sharpie or something. I'm sorry for not doing that.
We went into business for ourselves, man.
Amari, 3rd, and Austin.
All right.
Okay.
Rap, actually.
All right. So here we go. Now it's kind of like you only have 4 people here, but is one good? You want to be in the middle? What's the best thing?
I was thinking the rap on the way around because it's going to be so long back to you, Ryan.
It is. That rap number 4 is a good place to be.
I mean, you can probably still get Road Warrior Animal. But,
well, number 1, this is easy to me. I already said it. Number 1 overall pick in the draft, Hulk Hogan. Number 1.
All right. Number 2, I don't think this one's too hard for me, even though I'm going to go against myself. Not a huge fan, but don't hate the guy. He's got to be at least 2nd on everybody's list. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah. No shocks so far with the first 2. Omari, your first pick in the first round.
Ric Flair.
Wow, the Nature Boy, 3rd overall.
Wow.
Rick would love you for that, too.
Oh. Yeah, he would. He definitely would. Okay, so as you know, if you aren't a fantasy football player and you're watching this, snake draft means you go down. Austin has the last pick of the first round. He also gets the first pick of the second round. So 2 straight picks. This is pretty good. You might get 2 Mount Rushmore dudes right here, Austin.
No, that's the thing right now. I'm in a good position, and I very much like that. And I'm glad you token because I wasn't going to take him anyway.
Figured.
I'm in the position right now.
You can have the guy in your hat who I'm not going to take, so you can have him.
Well, here's the thing. I know nobody here is going to take it, so I can wait until like the 4th round to take him. No one's going to take
You
it.
can wait till the 10th.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. See, I'm just y'all know where I stand on that. So
all good, brother.
Yeah,
good,
it'll be a compensatory pick, and I can get punked for that. So,
that's right. Yeah.
No, I'm going for my 1st round pick and my 2nd round pick in no particular order. Give me The Rock. Give me Bret Hart.
Ooh,
great.
Good picks.
That's great picks right there. Bret the Hitman Hart.
I was hoping Bret would fall. I didn't think Bret would go that early.
Yeah, I thought I may have a chance at the Hitman there.
He's on my Mount Rushmore. Bret Hart is my 3rd favorite wrestler of all time.
Well, that's why I was a little bummed you took Stone Cold, because him and Bret Mania 13 is one of my favorite matches. That
might be the best
of all time.
Might be the best match in Mania history. Omari,
it may be.
2nd round draft pick for you.
This guy, he just keep looking at me, but I can't really see him, so I'm just gonna
go. Another big name, Ric Flair, and now John Cena.
Yes,
on Amari's list. Nick, 7th pick overall.
Andre the Giant.
Ooh. Got Andre. I was looking at Andre right there. All right, so I get 2 here. Pull up my list. Hogan's got to have somebody to fight. Might as well go with my 2nd pick. Mega Powers Explode. Got to give me Mach. Got to give me Mach.
I wanted Macho Man so bad.
I'm happy with that. The other dudes are gone. You took Andre. I was hoping Andre. You took Bret. Well, since you took Bret, I need somebody for my boys to throw around, and I'm going to get a dream match right away. I'm taking the Heartbreak Kid.
Oh,
come on, Michaels.
All right.
Nick.
Back to me. I got Stone Cold. I've got Andre.
We're already putting on that HBK Macho match that we've been talking about for 30 years. We're getting that right.
Okay. So if I could have
Slokomania 1, we're getting that.
So I'm putting a card. I got Stone Cold and I got Andre. And there's probably one guy who has not fought either of them that would be money matches either way. This is going to be way earlier than I probably need to take him. But I'm taking him so Ryan doesn't take him eventually. I am taking Roman Reigns.
Oh, come on. Man, you can't let that but me.
Wow.
Roman
Reigns goes, what are we, 9th overall? Is that 10th overall?
I'm trying to make money, man. I need
10th. I got some friends. I'd like the money. As a wise man once said.
Hey, yo.
We are now to Amari, who has taken Ric Flair and John Cena. He may have 2 top 5 guys all time in his 2 already. I think we all might, but yeah, he definitely might.
Oh, boy, I was going to take Roman Reigns next.
Wow. I'm happy then because I was going to let him slide. I didn't know if anybody would.
I definitely was taking him.
I didn't think he'd make it back. I'm surprised he went 10, though.
Wow. I didn't think he'd make it out of the 4th.
I guess since he taken Roman Reigns, I'm going to have to go with Randy Orton.
Wow.
Ooh. That's a shame. He was on my board. You
know, you ask. Here's the thing, though. You ask anybody in the business, what if you have to draw up a stereotypical prototype wrestler, charisma, promos, in-ring performance today, people will say Randy Orton.
And don't forget the look.
Yeah. Oh, he's got the look.
I don't. 6'5". My girlfriend doesn't either.
That's true. All right, Austin, you got 2 picks now. You got the last of the 3rd round and the first of the 4th.
Yeah, right now with Bret and Rock, we got some good characters, we got some good workers, good people on the mic as well. I want to try to move on to some guys that can feud. So some guys that would be like perfect like opposites to these guys.
Yeah. Perfect.
So one that I want for sure is I want Kurt Angle. I want Kurt Angle.
Angle. That's a great pick.
That is a guy that I think, babyface or heel, that guy can just absolutely kill a story. He's
Great
just a
pick.
sexy Kurt. And then I want another guy that can work either style for babyface or heel, and also just outstanding. I want the man himself, Kenny Omega. I want Kenny Omega.
Wow, Kenny. Maybe a shock with the first pick of the 4th round.
Mr.
One of
Six
the-
Stars.
Yeah, Mr. 6-Star, Dave Meltzer's favorite.
That's right.
And yeah, another belt collector. Since Roman was the belt collector, we had Mr. Kenny with 3 belts at one time from different companies.
Nice looking foursome so far for Austin. The Rock, Hitman, Kurt Angle, Kenny Omega in the first pick of the 4th round. Omari is now up. He has got Flair, Cena, and Randy Orton.
So my 3rd round pick was taken, and he's coming up on this longest reign thing. So let me just go get the OG, Bruno Sammartino.
Oh, Bruno.
All right.
We finally get a old
very
school pick.
pre-TV era, really. I mean,
I wonder how long Bruno was going to go, and we just found out. Second pick of the 4th round.
Well, you know what? You ask my father's generation in that Michigan area, New York area, or any of that, who the greatest is. It is not Hogan. It is not Austin. It is not Roman. It is Bruno Sammartino. They watched that man dominate. Yep. I mean, literally dominate the sport for years.
Yep. That's a good pick. Maybe one people may have forgotten about. Amari didn't. He's got it. Nick, you are up here.
Hot Rod.
Ooh.
Roddy Piper.
I wanted Piper so bad.
I've got Austin and I've got Piper. I'm going to let them in their primes go in that middle of that ring.
You have got, and we have got some good lists here, fellas. We have got some incredible lists. Good mix of people, too. I'm not too fond of this dude, but he's still sitting there. I gotta take him.
Yeah,
I gotta go with the Undertaker.
Oh man,
I gotta take him.
I was gonna.
This is sacrilege coming from you.
I
What
know.
the hell?
This is like I just picked Satan himself. I understand this, but he's sitting there. He's not gonna make it back to
legend. No, he wasn't.
You know, this one's tough though, because there's a few other top 15 dudes here. I would probably have taken Roman Reigns right here for sure, but man, he went 10th overall. I'm not huge on this pick either, but he's done it for 20 years now, and he's main evented, and he's still main eventing. I got to take Brock Lesnar.
Okay, he wants the attraction.
Why are the Cowboys the most expensive team in the NFL, man? They don't win championships, but they put butts in seats.
There you go.
Put the butts in the seats. Lots of great names still out there. That was the first pick of the 5th round. Nick, back to you.
God. Oh, this is tough because it's a love versus. He's there and he's that good too.
I just had to deal with that. I'll trade the Undertaker to somebody. You want to trade?
No. I can't believe this. Am I really gonna do? God,
is it hard times? Oh, Triple H.
See, why did I think I knew you were going with Triple H?
Mr. H. Another sacrilegious pick.
Oh, I do. I am not the biggest fan of this guy, but again, we're looking at butts and seats. Years on the top, main events around. I think he leads main events at WrestleMania or is tied with Roman or something like that.
I think at this point Roman might have tied him. Yeah,
I think they both have like 8 or something.
It's right there. I think he may have 8 and Roman has 7. But yes, it's right there. Now, Amari, you are up, and you just put a picture up of the guy I thought Nick was going to take.
Who was that? I didn't see.
Oh, it was Dusty.
Oh man, I looked at him, but no.
Is that who you're taking?
No.
Okay. No.
I'm not going to take that. I'm going to go Edge.
Edge.
Oh, yeah, Edge.
Wow, Edge.
Yeah.
Great worker, great talker.
Also, Ryan, to answer your question, still with the most main events of WrestleMania is Hulk Hogan, one more than Triple H.
He does have one more.
Yeah, but he has 8.
Do they count? Do they count 9?
Yeah, are they counting WrestleMania 9?
Let me see. Let me see if this one's counting 9. I think they are actually. Yeah,
would be 9. Yeah.
I count it.
All right, Austin. 2 picks from you, wrapping up the 5th round.
Yep.
You got the worker team right here, man, so far.
I'm pretty hard on that too. I got some good characters there too with Kurt.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Kurt definitely does work that mindset of like, you got character work, but he works his ass off.
And The Rock.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I might as well just do it now. I want to at least have him go in the top 5. I'm taking CM Punk. It's got to be in the 5th round because I don't care what anybody says.
I'm trying to keep up. I got to scroll down on my list.
Yeah. It's fine, man. He'll show up backstage at a Raw and people will be talking about that and pissing off Karrion Kross, being like, hey, people are here every single day. Why aren't you talking about us?
This is true.
Because you're not CM Punk. That's why.
That is true. There's no question about it.
He does bring the media.
There's no bad headlines, apparently.
I guess not, man.
Remember, the only bad press is
good press.
No
press.
There's just no press.
All right, Austin, you got one more, buddy. You got a nice looking team here. You went AEW back to back here with Kenny and CM.
Yeah, I figured might as well.
You got one more.
Get that set up a little bit. Now, I want a hardcore guy, so I'm taking Mick Foley.
Oh,
Mick Foley. Kind of surprised he fell down this far. And that's
Cactus Jack, dude, love Mankind.
You get Mick Foley. You get the whole deal. All right, we are now back to Amari for round number 6.
I don't have any AEW guys, so I'm going to do it here, and I'm going to draft Daniel Bryan.
Daniel.
All right.
Brian Danielson.
Danielson or whoever you want.
Works out. Yeah, works out both ways. Yeah.
The little guy.
That's a good pick. That is a good pick. Headline 2 WrestleManias. Best one, I think, in the last however many years. Great pick there in round number 6. Back to Nick.
I can't drop that low yet. Oh, man. You guys are taking a lot of good workers. I don't care. I'm looking to watch talking. My whole show is not going to even be wrestling. It's just going to be dudes cutting promos. And this one's going to have to cut some promos. Oh, man. Here it goes. Am I going to pull it? The Ultimate Warrior.
Warrior.
The Warrior, baby. I'm going with the Warrior.
Ultimate Warrior.
Hey,
does not make it past the 6th round.
You've made the sacrifice.
Hortz made the sacrifice. He closed the cockpit door.
Matchups here, though. That's what I'm going for. Yeah, I did.
Oh, man. I got 2 things I can do here.
All right, I know what I'm doing.
It's just whether I want to do it.
I know what you're thinking, too.
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking.
Aren't you? You're going to take both of them.
You think I'm
You know what you're going to I know what you're going to do. We might as well, dude. It's a good scratch. I mean,
I might take them both. I'm not sure.
They're magic. You can't have just one because it won't work.
See, and now I'm cheating because you get the tag team, but I'm also getting both.
Too sweet!
I am taking Hall and Nash with my back-to-back picks.
So we know that his show is going to get destroyed by the NWO by like what? 2025?
Oh no, we're taking over immediately. Slocomania 1 is getting taken over from the curtain.
Sold out will be the first show. There will be no room to sell out. It'll be sold out immediately.
I've got the entire NWO on this team. I just realized.
I was going to say taking over the show. They are the show.
Yeah, we are the show. That's correct. Right.
And
that is right.
Ryan, it was a good pick because I don't think the two of them weigh as well solo.
Right.
I think they're kind of like peanut butter and jelly, man. You don't just want one, you're going for both of those on the bread there.
Well, you said something like we put something on Facebook a few weeks back about, hey, top 5 wrestlers ever. And
they are.
And as a tag team, you put them together. And I agree, because as much as I love Scott Hall, one of my favorite ever, I do not like Razor Ramon at all. I did not like him. I thought he was Hall and Nash together, and there you go. Anyway, Nick, you're up, buddy. Round number 7.
Well, that ruined it because, it's hard for me because I can't. You and Austin had the ability, I think, to take Hall and Nash because it was such a gamble for me or Amari because we wouldn't be guaranteed the next guy was going to be there. So, oh, man. All right. I live in the South. And now, I mean, it has to be. It just has to be, doesn't it? I'm going to take the dream, baby. I'm going to take the dream.
He got a bicycle.
Dusty.
I got to take it.
He wobbled out him. You see that? Dusty drops a little bit, but, man, he was so big there. Late 70s, early 80s, man. Dusty Rhodes, 7th round to Amari, who last took Bryan Danielson.
Well, this guy I'm taking is because I need a top mid-card guy. And I'm going with Ravishing Rick Rude.
Okay.
Wow. Rude, maybe a hair early, but, man.
I remember he was a top guy for a minute in WCW. He had both belts at a time. So, he still can stand with the top guys, but I need that legit mid-card guy.
And we saw him actually cut real promos in WCW too, not just what I'd like to have right now, which was hilarious. But with the Dangerous Alliance, man, he was a dude in that.
And you run into with him. I mean, he's in an era in the WWE. It's not his fault. The dude's above him. There's just no room for him to go up. I mean, he could have, an injury away from maybe being even bigger in the WWE. But when you got the Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, Randy Macho Man,
had a good run with Warrior though. 2 of them actually.
It's the best. I think it's one of the that match at Mania. That is money. That is awesome. I love that match.
All right, Austin, back-to-back picks here in the 7th and the 8th round. Mick Foley was your last pick. Got a nice-looking team here.
And I think I got a good pair of guys that I'm bringing in too. These guys will work together especially great. They already have in the past, but they'll also work with everybody on the roster and do wonders, not just in the ring, but one of them, especially on the microphone, will absolutely light it up. I'm talking, I want Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero, and on the other end of it, give me Rey Mysterio.
Wow. Eddie and Ray going back to back. He has got the worker team over there, and he's got some good characters from the Attitude Era as well. Nice looking team by Austin. Amari, back to you. Pick number 8.
Number 8. Okay. All right. I got one dragon. Might as well get the next one. Give me Ricky the Steamboat.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Another guy who people, similar to a Rude, he was big in WCW, man.
Yeah.
The dude, I mean, didn't Flair say this is his best guy ever? Yeah.
And they fought in the 70s and early 80s too, which a lot of people, they weren't on TV, not just that 89 feud that they had. I mean, these dudes go way back. Steamboat was a big deal down south in the Mid-Atlantic for a long time.
It was.
That's a good one. Nick, 8th pick overall here for you.
Why am I getting stuck with? I already have Triple H. I don't want this guy. I think he's so... but he has to go. I'm selling tickets and creating marquee matchups is what I'm putting together as a promoter out here. I don't know if they're going to be the best wrestled shows, but you will be entertained. I got to go with Chris Jericho.
Baby!
I was about to say, I got a top 20-something list here, and he was like the only one not gone yet.
Yeah,
I was waiting for him to go.
I didn't know if he could make it back in time for me.
My only problem with him is his recent work in AEW. Like I don't think he's doing great stuff down there. Thought he came in hot.
He did.
Real
and
hot.
he was super. And then I think after Ambrose took the belt off him, it's been a little bit of puttering. But his WCW stuff, some of it, especially when he turned heel, me and you, Ryan, we love that, watching that. And then at one point in the time, there was a moment in time, it doesn't last long, where I think he was the number one performer in the world. When he had the world title and he was the best in the world at what I do.
I got HBK there, but I need another worker. And he is not going to make it back to me in 8 more picks. So
Luger. No, I'm sorry.
Mr. Perfect.
Mr. Perfect. Bump on my head.
He's from the post.
From the post. Never.
Now, this next one, I have no idea. Because he had such a good career before he even got to WWE. He's in a little trouble right now. But the $1 Million Man. Ted DiBiase. Yep, I picked Mr. Perfect and Ted DiBiase. I got the all 1988 team over here.
Just as the mocks drew it up.
That's right. Just as they drew it up. Hey, okay. Nick, 9th round. We have 2 more selections to make. No ladies have come off the board yet. If anybody wants to take a lady, they are all still out there. Well, Judy Martin is out there for you, Martin.
Hey man, I was looking at Mae
Bertha
Young,
Faye,
Fabulous Moolah, Wendy Richter. You know,
well, if May goes off the board, we know Sexual Chocolate's going off the board.
Oh yeah,
no
doubt.
It's just so hard with some of the late, and I think over time, we wait 10 more years or so. So many of these guys have had so much more longevity than a lot of the women, and especially, I mean, in credit to the new ladies that are out, it has really just revolutionized. I mean, what they were doing 20 years ago is not the matches they're putting on today. Right. I mean, it's such
even
a different
10 maybe. 9th pick, you took Jericho with the 8th pick there, Nick.
Sting. I can't not, man. I had to. He's sitting on there too high ranked up here for my own personal.
Yeah. No question.
Longevity, too.
Yep, he's still doing it. Omari, last few, Bryan Danielson, Rick Rude, Ricky the Dragon.
Now, if you notice my list, I always go with one and then I go back and get the other. So I took Ric Flair. So it's only right. I got to go get Charlotte. I got to go get Charlotte.
Okay.
The ladies have come off the board. Arguably the greatest woman of all time. And she is the first lady off the board. Charlotte Flair. 14. You got the whole Carolina crew down here.
Yeah.
Wow.
14-time, I guess 16 if you want to count NXT. I think she's a 2-time NXT champion as well.
And they did count that at first, and then they stopped doing it. All right, here comes Austin. He's got 2 picks with our last round here. He is going to end the 9th, and we are going 10 rounds, and he is going to begin the 10th. Austin, make him good. You've done pretty darn good so far, man.
Yeah.
Your team's looking nice.
Right now, I'm going to round things out with my 9th pick because I've got some decent heels already, some real like heat guys to get some heat. But I'm going to take a guy. Some may not think he's there yet. I think he, in his past line of work, I think he's already established himself as one of the greatest heels that this industry has seen. And I think he also proves that he can work in the ring, absolutely. And if I needed a storyline to last like a few months, I got it. See, Nick knows what's going on. It's MJF, baby.
Oh, no.
It's MJF. It's MJF I'm taking. I'm taking MJF. And then to round things out, because I need to show some love for the Japanese wrestling crew, give me Kazuchika Okada. And we'll round that out. I'll take Kazuchika Okada.
I think Sloke's screen froze.
He did, yeah, I see that. Either that or my picks just threw him off that hard. Something. I don't know what went wrong.
I was thinking about Okada. Okada, I was thinking about that. MJF?
Rounding out the list, dude. Rounding it out.
Now, that might be a great pick in 10 years. I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe in 10 years. MJF. So you're telling me now, not that this is like the exact order, but we're taking probably who we think is like the greatest of all time, pretty much. So at this point, you got MJF ranked 36th all time.
I immediately regret this decision.
I understand who I'm passing on. I understand that, like, I'm using a little bit more personal preference in my list compared to, like,
As you should.
Maybe just like technical abilities and stuff like that. But I'm also looking at, like,
The future.
the future as well, but
go.
also talking into what Nick's doing. He's trying to sell tickets, as am I. And if I'm putting on a
wouldn't
show,
have taken him then.
Absolutely, I would. Absolutely, I would. This man can cause a ruckus just because he no-shows a meet and greet, and all of a sudden you don't know if he's going to show up.
800,000 people, but
The pay-per-view he just headlined in San Francisco sold like 7,000 tickets in their debut. Hey, when he gets up north, big fella, then maybe he'll start selling some tickets. No, just kidding. Hey, people love the guy, man. People do love that guy.
He is drawing controversy.
Well, I'll give you this, dude. Your team maybe is the most. My team is not well-rounded at all, but your team may be the best well-rounded. Got some old, got some new, got some workers, got some talkers, got some characters. It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
And then if I was going to add like an extra pick just for the women, I will say I would take Lita.
Omari, one final pick.
Well, like I said, I pick my last pick off the pick before, so I need somebody to go against.
You are gonna go with Miss Monet.
I am going with the Mandalorian Mercedes Moon because she can talk, she can work, she has star power now that she's not just in the WWE.
Wow. Mm-hmm. I did not expect that, but it makes perfect sense because you need a lady to fight the lady.
You do.
Omari ends his draft with arguably the two best women in WWE history. Wow. Charlotte, Sasha, Nick, one final pick for you. Stinger was your last one.
I'm going to give a shout out to the ladies here, who I think is the greatest of all time at this point in time. I'm taking Becky Lynch.
All right.
He took one.
I think she's fallen off since she had her child, but
it's true.
She's still top 5.
Wow. Okay. So
I still think I think she can draw better than because I think Bianca's kind of sizzling out. There's no one to fight.
There's no one for her to fight.
And Becky makes a feud, man. She's almost like HBK. Whatever feud she's in, for some reason, is freaking interesting. I don't know. It just is to me.
I'm just glad you guys left the Red Rooster for me to take. That's all I'm happy
there you
about,
go.
Man. You guys took all your weight, ladies. I'll take the Rooster. I have no idea who to pick. I can't believe like all these dudes are still here.
There's so many good. That's the thing. With just 4 people picking 2, and even just with 10 rounds, there's so many good talent and like that we haven't even touched.
We could do another 5 rounds. I mean, we easily could do another 5 rounds right now, and
let's do it.
It would work. We can, if you want to. We can go another 5.
For life.
There are some
incredibly
heavyweights.
big names on this list.
Well, and I'm going to start it with one. He maybe wasn't big on the national stage until later doing a different thing, but Jerry the King Lawler is still sitting there.
I know.
I am taking Jerry Lawler with my first pick, or pick in the 10th.
I was looking at him right here. Damn, good pick.
I'm going to be able to get him later. So, yeah, let's go. Give me Jake of the Snake, man. I got to take
Jake of the Snake.
I got to take Jake of the Snake. I got a ton of dudes I'm not really fond of, but these are some names, man. I mean, I got to take these guys. All right. First pick of the 11th round was Jake the Snake. Nick, round 11.
I got to do it, and it's probably I don't know if it's going to be popular. I'm probably sure people don't care. Harley Race.
Okay, you know what? There you go.
Seven-time champ, man. Seven-time champ.
I gotta take Harley Race, man.
That's a great pick. I thought about that, dude. That's a great pick.
A great pick.
Omari, 11th round, took 2 ladies back to back here in the last couple.
Have Rollins been taken?
No,
he's there.
Rollins has not been taken. No,
Rollins. I'm going Rollins.
That's the guy I can get him later.
There you go. That's let this be a warning to the NFL. Your guys there, pull the trigger, man.
Mm-hmm.
Pull the trigger.
That's right.
If you've watched our show, I am in love with this guy. He is the greatest worker in the world, man.
I like him.
There isn't anybody better. He's the complete package. I'm sorry.
He's going to win that belt.
Yep, and the only person you can manage to have a bad match with is the Fiend.
There it is.
He hasn't been taken yet.
He'll be there. He ain't coming
I
yet.
think
right.
I can't even take him right now.
You can't even take him, Austin, and we did a whole show about him. Hey, you got 2 straight picks here, though, buddy. You got MJF and Okada, which we were gonna say was the end, but we were having so much fun, we're still going.
Yeah, dude, this is blast.
Here we go.
Awesome.
You got 11th, and then you got the first pick of the 12th.
Yes. And with that, I will now get what I said with my compensatory. I'll get Lita. I'm going to get Lita.
Okay.
And then we'll get one more woman because I need someone for her to work with.
Wow. Okay.
You didn't take Lita already? I thought.
No, he just kind of mentioned it.
I kind of mentioned it because I thought we were going to be done.
My fault,
I thought we were going to be done with the 10th. Yeah, but since we have the 11th now, I'll take Lita. And now with the 12th, I'll get a woman for her to go up against. And this is another girl that I feel like you can really do some good work with, and I'm bummed that a good majority of the horsewomen were already taken. But I'll go a different way with it. Give me Alexa Bliss.
Got no argument here.
Most misused character, I think, since Dolph Ziggler, in my opinion.
It's been rough. It's been rough. Yeah,
she is the greatest mic woman in the history of the business.
She was
They
awesome.
just don't use her right.
And then you think of a possible, like, you want to talk about fantasy match with Lita versus Alexa Bliss, like you get their original characters, like full on like Lita awesome. Hardcore versus like catty
family
Alexa
show,
Bliss.
Austin.
I'm aware.
Family show.
I'm aware.
Oh man, that good pick, dude.
Yeah.
Good pick. Nick and I are cute. I mean, she probably is my favorite woman of all time. Omari, pick 12 for you.
Pick 12. Okay. So I don't think this guy's coming back to me, which is why I'm going to take him now. And I'm going to go with Jon Moxley.
Hey.
Mox is off the board. And you get a gallon of blood along with it.
And
don't forget the barbed wire. Don't forget the barbed wire.
And a screwdriver, apparently, is his new method of...
I don't even think it's necessarily new. It's just something he's like, I still have this.
Yeah. All right, Nick, number 12 for you. You took
I'm going to go with my offset for Becky now. In my opinion, she's the best right now, and I'm going to take the best from what I think in the past. From my perspective, I'm going to go Trish Stratus.
I thought she was going to go with the next woman, yeah.
Trish.
But she was, and again, not saying, and again, she probably could have done better wrestling. It was a different era. They didn't let the ladies do what they could have, but I think she was the most watched overall back then. I think a lot of people, for whatever reason you may choose, tuned in to see Trish Stratus. So
can't imagine why.
Did you see her at Mania, Amari? Did you see her anywhere?
Well, like
in person?
I
saw her at the store, and then I saw her at WrestleCon. And Yep.
She's gorgeous, man. She is a beautiful.
Still got it. I think I got enough like characters here, and I got enough old dudes. I gotta go with a newer guy who can definitely work. Yeah, definitely. Outlaw Ron Bass. He's still there, man. AJ Styles.
Dip for AJ.
I would have loved
AJ Styles.
I would have loved AJ.
With the final pick of the 12th round, we got 3 more picks apiece since we're going to 15. Oh, crap.
You know what I love about this while you're thinking? This is really cool, and I hope we can also have Austin and Amari back on the show times. It's really cool when you look at our lists. You can kind of see how we judge the sport too, like what a 5-star is for each of us in our match, or what we want to see on Raw or Dynamite or SmackDown. I think that really is starting to show in our list with what we believe is going to sell tickets with our venue, and when I go globally and put you guys out of business.
Yeah, well,
there it is. Well, Ryan's show is going to be held at the Senior Center, so it's all good.
That's right. And you're not going to be able to sell out the World or the Senior Center in Saudi Arabia without Goldberg. So I'm taking Goldberg.
Bill
right
Goldberg.
Goldberg.
I didn't want him, but I was like, if Goldberg fell to me, I was going to take him just for the hell of it, because I was like, I didn't want him, but I would take him if he was there.
I mean, I loved the guy in 97, 98. I was like the biggest fan on earth. And obviously, but they're still talking about that guy. The fact that they are talking, Mr. AEW down there, about this guy fighting at Wembley Stadium to try to sell tickets. Say what you want about the guy, but he's still doing it.
For a minute in time. He was the biggest in the world, I think.
Absolutely.
For a minute, I mean, he may have been Vanilla Ice, come and gone, but for a minute in time, he was the
Austin and Goldberg.
It was there. It was there.
The 90s loved their giant bald men.
Yeah, right. No doubt. Nick, you are back up, dude, with the 13th round.
I keep getting these guys I don't want to take now. Just scrolling down, hoping there's someone else here that can sell more tickets, but I don't think he can. Yep. Oh, this stinks. Batista.
Ah, damn.
Batista.
There's another one on my mind.
He main evented some manias.
Yep.
Couple of them. That's a good pick in the 13th round. Omari, number 13.
This is an unlucky number, but I gotta take someone who sold out the Tokyo Dome a few times. So I'm going with Tanahashi.
Damn. I met him at WrestleCon. Did I tell you he was just walking around?
Nice guy.
I mean, he couldn't understand. He couldn't understand what I was saying. he was like, "Hello, hey." He was cool.
At least he said hello to us.
Yeah, he shook our hand. He was nice.
Hey, cool.
Sweet.
That's a good pick. That late, dude. That guy's been the guy for how long now? 15 years over there? 10?
Yeah.
That is a good one. 13th round to Austin. 2 of them.
I want
Paul Roma.
Honestly, you know what? I got a guy sticking in my head, and I don't know how long he'll stick around, but I genuinely want this guy. Give me Double A. I want Arn Anderson.
I wondered.
Average your carpentry skill.
Yeah, so I'll take Arn Anderson.
Arn with the final pick of 13, first to 14.
Yeah, and then
be interesting to see for real how he could stand alone.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that would be.
He has always had either the tag team with Tully or Ole, or he's been Ric Flair's muscle man.
Right.
Could he do it alone? I guess we'll see in the new promotion.
Yeah. Nice.
And then I want the five-time.
Dang it. Austin, you hit me back. I was going to take him.
Booker T.
Good pick.
Moment.
Yes.
Booker T drops to the first pick of the 14th round. That is some value right there.
Value.
Omari, you are up after taking Tanahashi in the 13th.
So I'm going with a guy. It's more like an inside joke with my friends. We yell it all the time. That's gotta be Kane. That's gotta be Kane. It's gotta be. I'm going with Kane.
Kane is in round 14. I wondered if he would go.
Just keep the mask on him.
Yeah, right? Concessions Kane in the 14th round. Nick, coming off a nice value pick with Batista.
I'm trying to sell tickets through all generations too, I guess, here, right? Yeah.
This is true.
I'm going with Mr. Bob Backlund.
I thought he might go soon.
I wondered about Bob. All right, so this will do it. 2 picks to close it out. Well, there's one big name out there that has not gone yet, and he can do it all the time, any era, any territory, any style. That is Terry Funk.
All right.
He can do it all, man. I'm going to take him. And then with the final pick in the 15th, this will help me maybe better than anybody else. Since you guys all got Japan guys, there was one I was going to take, and I'm not going to because I already have the entire NWO, whatever. Nobody has taken Antonio Inoki. I will go with Inoki. Man, what a great pick there. The guy who started New Japan.
Yeah.
So we will take him in the 15th. And yes, I have the geriatric crew over here. That's all right. I'm good with it.
So that's my last pick, right?
Last one, Nick.
Well, he's main evented 2 Manias, but I don't think I can pick him. Oh,
I thought about it.
It's 2 Manias, though, man. It's 2. Oh, man, though.
They weren't good ones. But.
No, they were not. Bogus! That's why I'm thinking, you know what? As a bigger sell, I don't know how I'm going to use this guy. He has a Wrestler of the Year award. God. He was the best wrestler of the year, Lex Luger.
I just don't even know how that's even possible.
Lexi. Dude, he was big in 97.
Oh, I knew he was big. Yeah, the Lex Express and all that.
Even after that, 97, he won Wrestler
he's the biggest wrestler in the world.
In 97, which is shocking to think
he's
about.
Bigger than Hogan and Sting.
He was popular.
I mean, he's...
One last pick for Amari. Coming off Tana, Kane. One more.
All right, what do I got here?
So I'm not a fan of like triple threat matches and stuff like that. So I'm just going to keep my 14 wrestlers the same. But the person I'm getting is for Kane, and that's Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman. We'll let you do it. I was thinking about doing something like that. Paul Heyman or Amari to close it out. Austin. Last pick of the draft.
Yeah.
Number, whatever we are. 60.
Yep. Pick round, finishing out the round 15. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get another just iconic figure. I'm going to go ahead. I liked how you went with Antonio Inoki. I'm actually going to go with Jushin Thunder Liger.
Wow. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Him and Ray could put on a few shows.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, no, I somehow got to meet Jushin Thunder Liger. I don't even know how that was even possible, but like, dude was just so nice and so cool. And awesome. I think did he wrestle? Yeah, no, he wrestled in MSG at G1 Supercard, which I was there for that event. So seeing Liger in the Garden, like,
pretty
unreal.
Sweet. Yeah, awesome. That's pretty sweet, man. All right, fellas, we are done. We actually went longer than we were gonna. We went 15 rounds because there were so many dudes. Here's just a couple of the guys I just have written down that didn't get taken. Sergeant Slaughter does not go. Junkyard Dog, Greg Valentine, Chris Benoit, not shocked, but he is still on the board. Tito Santana, Jimmy Snuka,
Arriba,
Paul Orndorff, some of the older dudes. RVD.
He was one of them I was debating. So hard.
He's on the board. The Hacksaw's out there. Kerry Von Erich, former champion. Say what you want. Yokozuna, still out there. Big Show. Man, that's just to name a few. Sid was the guy Nick was thinking about.
I was also, it was really, Vader. I almost Bockwinkel.
Nick Bockwinkel. I was going to take Bobby Heenan with that last pick because he actually did wrestle. So I was like, he's a wrestler, but I didn't do it. Jesse the Body, Superstar Billy Graham,
DDP,
Magnum TA, Drew McIntyre, a new guy who's still out there. Bruiser Brody, Nakamura. Yeah, lots of dudes. Let's go to our list, though. The top 4 picks, first round. Hulk Hogan by me, Nick Stone Cold, Ric Flair by Amari, and The Rock. That's a pretty good, stinking good Mount Rushmore right there. Let's go through the teams. I got the old timers team. I got the 80s team. I go Hogan, Macho, HBK, Undertaker, Barack, Hall and Nash, Mr. Perfect, Ted DiBiase, Jerry Lawler, Jake of the Snake, AJ Styles, Goldberg, Terry Funk, Antonio Inoki. I like old stuff. Nick had the second pick. Stone Cold, Andre the Giant, Roman Reigns. Maybe a hair early, maybe not. Great pick, third round. Roddy Piper, Triple H, Ultimate Warrior, Dusty Rhodes, Jericho, Sting, Becky Lynch, Harley Race, Trish Stratus, Batista, Bob Backlund, Lex Luger. Good variety there. Amari, Ric Flair, and John Cena. That's a good 1-2 with the third pick. Orton, Bruno, Edge, Danielson, Rick Rude, Ricky the Dragon, Charlotte and Sasha, Seth Rollins, John Moxley, Tanahashi, Kane, and then Paul Heyman. Then Austin, The Rock, The Hitman, Kurt Angle, Kenny Omega, CM Punk, Mick Foley fell to the 6th round. Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, MJF. He got on crack here about 40 minutes into this. Y'all
just wait.
The edible kicked in right at about round 9.
I was eating too many pickles.
Yeah, exactly. Okada, Lita, Alexa, Arn Anderson, Booker T, Jushin Thunder Liger. I don't know about you guys. I think Amari and Austin maybe have the best mix of dudes and ladies in there. Man, I think we all got some good lists, man.
I was just going to say that. I like them all. I like all of them.
All of them are great. I'm curious what the viewers and the listeners are going to think, like who they vibe with more so. Because I know you got a classic old school wrestling on the side of Ryan and Nick. And then I'm way, way more new school, but also kind of get a good mix of guys from WCW, from Japan. And then Amari is also doing the same thing and also grabbing some of the biggest women on the roster too.
Well, I know Amari watches a lot more independent stuff and some of the smaller federations than Nick and I do too. And that's why I wanted you two here. So it wasn't just a bunch of 40-year-old dudes selecting Hulk Hogan nonstop. So no, it worked out great.
Awesome.
I can't even say anything about anybody's team, like other than I think, Austin, I think you kind of there at about.
I thought 9. We were nearly done. I wanted him on my list. If I would have known that we were going to 15, he probably would have been 15.
No, that's and you may have gotten him there, but no, that's a good team, man. I like. I like Amari's top 3. I like Austin's top 3, man. That Hitman, Rock, Kurt Angle.
It's great. Mm-hmm. What about Amari? Was there a chance you were going to take MJF at some point?
Never.
You would have got him at any time.
Well, here's the thing. I knew I had a pretty good feeling that none of y'all were taking him. I just wanted to wrap up my list. And again, it was. Oh God,
I just was wondering, because because if you could have let him be,
that was supposed to be the end. That was supposed to be the end, right?
So don't go out here being like I was that crazy.
But I would have made funny at 15 too. I would have made funny at 15.
Because again, it's fine. Y'all don't like people that can talk people into a building. MJF can talk you into a building.
Well, when it happens, you let me know. I think your team's great, dude, to be honest with you. I
should have just taken Orange Cassidy to piss you off.
Yeah, he can talk me out of the building. Nick's team, his top 3, man, Nick's got a good mix of dudes too.
I just was looking at legendary matchups we've never seen.
Is
like I would love to see the Giant versus maybe Austin or or something like that. Again, I'm not looking for a star match or whatever, or Roman Reigns versus Andre, Roman Reigns versus Austin, because you stole mine. A lot of people people said their main event was Hogan Austin for the world title. Right now, I throw Roman's name in with those two dudes is like, how cool would Roman Reigns right now versus Hulk Hogan 87 or Stone Cold 98, I mean, it would just be unreal.
Well, fellas, this is awesome. Thanks for
I had a
taking
great
some time.
time.
This is great. Yeah. And again, have fun watching the NFL draft tonight. We are taping this just before the NFL draft. By the way, Lamar Jackson just got paid. And
5 years.
yeah, and the WWE draft coming up on Friday and then Monday. All right, fellas. Till next time. Thanks for watching. Please hit
Thank
like.
you.
Please hit subscribe. We'll see you. Job guys out.
Pleasure's all yours, Bucky boys.